All right, of course, a big win for the fighter right there, defeating Wanyonyi. And right now we have Erick Ochieng, who was with us yesterday, and he made a prediction, and I'm sure that prediction went wrong. Erick, good to have you with us once again. Now, how do you feel about the prediction you made yesterday?
The prediction did not go through. I was wrong. And but we had a lovely match yesterday. It was so many Kenyans from the KICC ballroom in Nairobi just to attend the boxing championship last night, and many were shocked. Kenyans were really surprised by the Mandonga's victory. They were not expecting that. Mandonga actually commanded the ring majestically. He took control of the game. He flooded Wanyonyi with flurry of punches that did not give the Kenyan an opportunity even to respond. Now, Kenyans have been icked by the outcome of the match, and until even some have even resorted to put their lives on the line, that they are now to an extent that they are now paying for Mandonga's blood. And to Mandonga, I think the victory has given him higher ratings, and probably soon we are going to see him back to Kenya to command even higher purse money for the fight. Some Kenyans feel that probably some bookies had an influence over the outcome of the match. They have that kind of feeling because they still can't believe that Mandonga could really win the bout going by his bout records. But who knows? Soon and very soon we might know the truth.
All right, so looking at that fight, it was reported that, of course, when he was called upon, that is Daniel Wanyonyi, to continue the fight, he seated at his corner of the ring and he said, look, he's no longer fighting, and their fingers tilting towards match fixing. But I'm wondering, is that even possible for that to be a fixed game?
It's possible. You know, betting is now very rampant in Kenya. I just the other day, like two days ago, Football Kenya Federation unveiled names of some of the local players who are engaging in these malpractices, and this really shocked Kenyans. So even boxing, I can say, can also be included in this kind of malpractice. It was also shocking to see Wanyonyi's corner throwing in the towel in the 5th round. They did not respond for the 6th round, and this was quite a surprise to many Kenyans. I hope maybe the team will soon go back to the drawing board and put their house in order and maybe challenge for a rematch with Wanyonyi, with Mandonga.
You know, I was going to talk about that now, because going back to the drawing board, does it mean that there will be a possible rematch between these two giants? Because, I mean, there's been too much talk, too much hype about this fight. And we saw Daniel Wanyonyi go down a couple of times in that fight. And I'm wondering, come on, if you talk a whole lot, I mean, you should do those things you said you've talked about right there on the boxing ring, where it was not to be for Daniel Wanyonyi. But what do you think should be the way forward now for Daniel? Possible rematch? Should he change his technical team or stick with what he has?
I think he should just stick with what he has. The only thing he should now do is probably change now for a title fight. He should challenge Mandonga for a title fight. Probably because this fight was non-title. This is what also saw the lackluster nature of Wanyonyi's antics in the ring. He did not take this game so seriously, and probably there was also some external influence to fatten Mandonga for possible future fights in Kenya. But the other bout pitting Rachel Okwiri and Ali Ndaro of Tanzania, I can tell you that it was quite balanced. And I think probably the Okwiri won fairly and squarely, and this has stamped his authority as a former Africa Boxing Union champion.
All right, lastly, before I let you go, yes, your prediction went wrong when you made that prediction yesterday. Should they still trust you when you make predictions in sports?
Yeah, continue trusting me. I actually soon I might even win the Kenya mega jackpot with my bogus prediction. Bogus in quotes.
Okay, we'll see how that goes Well, thank you very much, Erick Ochieng, for joining us and giving us your views on what happened yesterday between Wanyonyi and Mandonga.